internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward.
Take on it.
There's trillions of dollars parked around the world. XRP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over SWIFT one day?
Well,
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of 24 Hours in Crypto. Ripple has just done one of the most largest deals in crypto history by acquiring broker Hidden Road for $1.25 billion. Ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and smash that like button. This video indeed is going to be record-breaking on so many levels.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
Ripple has just announced their collaboration with BlackRock, and it has gone unnoticed. We're going to connect some dots together, but again, if we were to connect all the dots together in today's episode, it would be a 24-hour episode, which we are not going to do, but we are going to cover what is happening right now with this record deal that has not gone through yet. They need regulatory approvals and all that stuff, but it is going to go through. Okay, you could bigger banks are coming. Prime broker is just a little man compared to what we're about to witness. And you're probably watching the value of XRP right now, and you're probably saying, "Bro, why isn't the price of XRP mooning? We just did a massive deal, like it's like a couch change for Ripple, $1.25 billion." But remember, behind the scenes, they just made XRP the most valuable asset in crypto, but they hid it in a press release, and I'm going to explain that to you right now. You got to understand that Ripple didn't just buy a random company, okay, by acquiring Hidden Road. And let's see what they said here on one of their bullets. Ripple will inject billions of dollars of capital to provide immediate scale and satisfy the demand for Hidden Road's prime brokerage, clearing, and financing platform. Ripple will inject billions. When these regulated institutions come, they're going to inject trillions and billions.
For me, I'm really excited to see how this tech is going to really massively scale over the next few years into many trillions of volume and scale on a daily basis.
Okay, so remember, this is a marathon, not a sprint. And even listen to what Anthony Welfare said, right? Previously at Ripple for almost 3 years. And he says, imagine a 3 trillion of assets annually transacting through the XRP ledger. It's about to begin. We're not going to imagine it. We're going to see it. It's going to be much larger than $3 trillion annually transacting on the XRP ledger in the coming years. And a lot of people are going to watch XRP sitting on the sideline go to $100, and that's without a doubt. And not buying it under $2 is going to be one of the most biggest regrets people are going to do in their lives. But now let's get back into what else Ripple said here. Listen to this, and I'm going to break it down. It's going to be so bullish. It's truly monumental, and my goodness. This will make RLUSD the first stablecoin to enable efficient cross-margining between the digital asset space and the traditional markets. This will be the first stablecoin. So remember, it has to be highly regulated.
The potentially fast and wide adoption of a global stablecoin, potentially a global currency governed only by the incentives of a private company, is something that will deserve and will receive the highest level of regulatory expectations and will receive.
It's all happening. It's all happening. Hidden Road will in turn migrate its post-trade activity across XRPL to streamline operations and lower costs, demonstrating XRP Ledger's potential as the go-to blockchain for institutionalized DeFi. Ripple also sees the potential to optimize costs and liquidity in its cross-border payment solution. Ripple Payments and provide critical custody services to Hidden Road's customer who need bank-grade digital asset custody. They're going to implement a lot more stuff down the pipeline, okay? Nothing's fully finalized yet. And listen to this. Together with Ripple, we're bringing the same level of trust and reliability that institutional clients are accustomed to in traditional markets, designed and optimized for a digital world. My goodness, and that's why they even got their Mika license, Hidden Road, back in January 2025. And also, keep in mind that this deal has been long in the making. This deal, when they acquired the Mika license, this was Ripple doing it, okay? But remember, Ripple didn't just buy this random company. And many of you guys probably have never even heard of this company, okay? They bought a prime broker, pretty much the middleman for the whales. You want to be BlackRock, Citadel, you need a prime broker. And you have Hidden Road here where they're clearing $3 trillion a year, and they got 300 or 350 of the biggest institutions on the planet. Now, guess what? Ripple owns that pipeline. What does that mean for XRP? It means Ripple can now inject XRP into institutional workflows like FX markets, derivatives, fixed incomes, digital assets, swaps, RWA. And guess what's sitting under the hood? You got the XRP ledger, where XRP is handsomely hanging around there. And it's all about embedding XRP, folks, into the global financial system.
Is that any digital asset to be valuable has to be serving an actual use case. It can't just be speculation. Obviously, a lot of the market today is really speculative. But we think over the long run, it's going to be that combination of deep liquidity, market makers, institutional bets being made. But very importantly, it has to have a use case. We think the use case for the XRP ledger and XRP, the digital asset, is really around initially reducing the cost of liquidity for cross-border payments. Long term, though, we think it's a key winner in this race to be another digital asset for the world for all kinds of use cases. So,
okay, that's where things are gonna get absolutely outrageous, because remember that XRP was designed around all the flaws of Bitcoin. And this has been long in the making.
XRP, originally was built by some engineers who had seen some of the flaws of Bitcoin and the challenges of scalability around Bitcoin.
And here's where 99% of the people missed it. Ripple said Hidden Road is migrating post-trade activity to the XRP ledger on this press release. Okay, they're migrating. Post-trade, where the money actually settles, it's pretty much how trades are finalized, risk is managed, and the collateral is moved. And when XRP is the bridge asset in this system, guess what happens? XRP becomes the collateral, the liquidity layer, pretty much the toll booth between traditional finance and the digital markets. So every institution routing through Hidden Road's platform now touches the XRP ledger, whether they realize it or not. That's stealth utility. Do you understand what could happen to XRP and the price valuations that we could see? This is the kind of utility that's worth trillions of dollars, and market capitalization means absolutely nothing. Now let's talk about RLUSD. Their stablecoin, which we haven't even gone full throttle yet. And if you're sitting there saying, oh, they're using a blah, blah, just go learn more. Everyone thought it was just a USDC copycat. Remember that? But they just made RLUSD the first stablecoin in history to enable cross-margining between TradFi and crypto. Smash a like button. Like, this has been long in the making. That means pretty much a hedge fund can use RLUSD to trade stocks, FX, crypto, all under one umbrella. But here's the big alpha move. RLUSD is backed by XRP-powered infrastructure. Well, you can't scale RLUSD across billions in margin trading unless the ledger underneath, the XRP ledger, is scalable, liquid, and fast as speed of light. Okay, very important. Remember, liquidity is king. And if you guys have been following this channel for a long time, you know that. XRP, that's why we say, and that's why David Schwartz even says, is the secret sauce. The rails. the asset that gets RLUSD from point A to point B.
There is a need, whether it's a Libra or something else, to democratize the exchange of foreign currencies.
So why aren't they, publicly hyping this up? Why isn't Brad Garlinghouse doing backflips in Times Square? It's a PR strategy. You don't spend $1.25 billion to go corporate, regulated, compliant, just to scream out, buy XRP, you're all going to be rich, right? That's how you get sued, blacklisted. So instead, they tuck it in a press release and we decode it, because we're not journalists at the end of the day. We're not I'm an ex-banker. We're the ones who saw this years ago, and now it's happening in slow motion, hidden from the normal individuals. Like, do you understand how funny that is? You're not just holding a speculative token, folks. You're holding a key to a financial system being rebuilt from the inside out, and they're not gonna announce it with fireworks. But now XRP is sitting in the middle of prime brokerage, cross-border payments, stablecoins, post-trade clearing, institutional DeFi, and then pause. $3 trillion just from Hidden Road, and you're early. Still very early. While the rest of the world is sleeping on this, we've got front row seats to the greatest financial migration of our lifetime. So all you got to do, you know the deal, stay focused, stay educated, and stay locked in, because a lot is going to be announced in 2025. Leading into 2026 is going to be outrageous. And here we have Hidden Road. Hidden Road announces new integration to prime brokerage platform. And also, don't forget, in addition to integrating with the above named venues like Coinbase, Bitfinex, Hidden Road fully supports BlackRock's Builder token as collateral in its credit network. So again, more ties to Ripple and BlackRock, and it's just a matter of time that's going to happen, right? But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Drop the salute. We're going to be saluting each other all the way to $100, and this is it's just remarkable. Okay, we're going to wrap this up. My back is killing me. I got to move this. I got to get away from this posture. But I really don't have much words. It's just, I know it may feel hard for some of you guys, been, going on for so many years. But it's not, if it was easy, everybody would be rich, right? So this is a different way. Getting in at ground zero and riding it up, while 99% of the individuals are not going to do it. And just something that we talked in our VC yesterday, I just kind of want to bring this to your attention in regards to Dogecoin, for example. Dogecoin's market capitalization back in 2016, 2015, right, when it was first launched, ground zero was at $12 million. That is the same market cap as Salute on the XRP ledger. If you guys are interested, the link is in the description down below. Join the Telegram. Salute is currently around $11 million. And just kind of show you what time does to an asset with a community behind it, right? There we have 300 million, and then 6 billion, 41 billion. And I'm going to say this. I'm very, very excited to talk about Salute in videos like this and kind of bring it up, because I know that long term, whatever people say about Salute right now in 2025, and they want to speculate and talk down a project that's only 4 months old, I know without a doubt we're going to hit 100 million, 200 million, 300 million market capitalization. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And I know that for 100%. So it's either people believe in the vision or they're going to see it in press releases, because we're going to create something with Salute that nobody has ever created in history. Just like how Ripple just acquired Hidden Road, right? In making history at the same time. So I cannot wait to share the details with you guys. I cannot wait to continue this journey to $10 to $20 to $30 to $40. We're going to lose some individuals on the way up. They're going to take profits. They're not going to watch the videos all the time. But you know what? I think we're all going to stay together. We'll do something that we're all kind of in the same circle once the next phase hits, because you guys do know, years from now, slowly but surely, my YouTube is going to die down. I'm not going to be documenting this forever, but to $100 for sure. But anything over that, I'm not going to be making maybe once a month videos, maybe once a week videos, but we still got the best days ahead of us, and all the worst days, you could say, is behind us. And the sky's the limit. Don't worry about the price at all whatsoever. If you're focused about the value of XRP, here comes an insult. Just giving you a heads up if you don't like it, but it's reality and the truth has to be spoken. If you're worried about the day-to-day price action for XRP, and like you actually think about it and it bothers you, and every day goes by and you get more pissed off because the value hasn't reached a certain level because somebody said it would, you're a complete moron. My goodness. It's like, how do you not understand what's being built? Like, are you that stupid? Can you not just sit on an asset and hold tight for a couple of years? What's your rush? And the best part is, when these individuals do attain this wealth, they're not even going to know what to do with it. Bunch of morons. So again, have an objective. Don't get triggered. It's reality. I love every single one of you guys, truly, but you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. So I can't wait to see you guys. I can't wait for this journey. My goodness, I got to stop talking, but I can't at the same time, because you guys do not understand how long it took me to even sit down and record this video, because it's just such a big deal. And the best part is, we haven't even heard like Bank of America, JP Morgan. Remember, these indirect correlations with Ripple and XRP. Every financial institution is going to use Ripple and its digital asset XRP directly or indirectly. I have been saying this pretty much day one from my YouTube channel. And if you guys remember those days, let me know in the comments down below. And everything's happening. Everything's happening. And I can't wait. I cannot wait. I can't wait any longer. No, I'm just kidding. I can wait as long as I can. Okay, as long as I'm breathing, I'm waiting.
My little theory about company value creation. The faster you build it, that is the half-life. It will get destroyed in the same amount of time. And so when you think about a lot of like social businesses, that's played out. And when you see sort of like what the top, so like, does it take 8, 9, 10 years to build a really great consumer business? It'll take 8, 9, 10, 12 years to destroy it. And we may see the tipping point in a couple of these businesses. Right now, we may be seeing it in front of our eyes, regulatory or otherwise. So why is that an important statement? Finding a smart, useful solution to a very hard, practical problem, and being slow and methodical.
It started with a vision, now it's spreading wide. SLT's the token, it's our Degen pride. 24 hours crypto, leading the call. Bringing XRP believers, united we stand tall. First ledger's on fire, trades like the scene. SLT's the movement, power in the dream. From the memes to the moon, we're making it real. 100 XRP, that's the deal. I salute you, you salute me. Together in XRP we believe. From the trenches to the skies we see. XRP to 100 destiny. This ain't just a token, it's a battle cry. For those who know, XRP will fly high. Salute is the name, SLT the ticker. First ledger's buzzing, trades getting quicker. Building the future, brick by brick. In a world powered by Ripple, the vision will stick. We're more than a meme, it's a movement strong. XRP believers, let's prove them wrong. I salute you, you salute me. Together in XRP we believe. From the trenches to the skies we see. XRP to 100 destiny. 24-hour crypto, the captain of the crew. SLT's the anthem for the bold and true. Through the dips and the pumps, we stand and fight, believing in the ledger, in the dawn's bright light. I salute you, you salute me. Together in XRP we believe. From the trenches to the skies we see. XRP to hunt a destiny. So raise your SLT, let the world hear the sound. XRP believers, we're Ripple bound. From the memes to the charts, the vision is clear. Salute to the future, the time is near. I salute you, you salute me. Together in XRP we believe. From the trenches to the skies we see. XRP to hunt a destiny.
We started building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening. Flip the switch. I think what we're building has, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.